Royal coronation of Prince Charles III. Royal coronation of Prince Charles III. Charles III has been crowned king in a historic ceremony at Westminster Abbey in London Kingdom, United Kingdom. The monarch ascended the throne as the successor to his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. The procession departed from Buckingham Palace toward Westminster Abbey, where the coronation ceremony took place. The head of state of the United Kingdom is the king. Their abilities are ceremonial and symbolic nevertheless. The monarch never changed his political stand. King Charles still has the head of state. The monarch invites the winning the party leader to Buckingham Palace following a general election to formally invite them to form a government. Before a general election, the king also formally dissolved the government. The king speaks at the state opening of parliament and kicks off the new legislative session.
And I will say about how is economy affected in the United Kingdom. The sovereign arrived in the midst of a challenging landscape for Europa and a weakening monarchy, with an energy and gas crisis, severe droughts, currency devaluation, and rising inflation. The British pound had been falling in recent months due to the increase in the value of the US dollar. After the accomplishment of the Queen's death, the currency continued to weaken. However, one day after the news, it started to recover due to the global economy outlook following the Russian gas cut-off to Europe. How is economy affected in the United Kingdom? The finances of the royal family are a complex issue that is often at the center of anti-monarchy arguments. The funds primarily come from an annual payment financed by taxpayers known as the sovereign grants. The collaboration ceremony of Charles III is estimated to cost around 110 million euros. According to the organizer, the money will come out of the pockets of the British people, who are not exactly in their best moment. The economy of the United Kingdom is facing a critical time. They have experienced a shortage of some products in supermarket with inflation exceeding 10%, and the IMF predict the they will enter a recession this year.
I talked about how is the economy affecting the United Kingdom. Currently, the gross domestic product of the United Kingdom is around 0.6% below its late 2019 level, and it's the only economy among the G7 nations that has not fully recovered from the COVID-19 downturn. In March, inflation in the United Kingdom grew by 10.1% on an annual basis. Last year, the British people experienced record high prices for energy and food. According to a YouGov survey, 51% of respondents believe that the coronation of Charles III should be paid by the government or taxpayer money.
Effects on politics. The UK is bound to suffer different consequences as a result from the coronation of the King Charles III. Although we may not see them all the first glance through the line, the effects will arise. Its main effects can be explained by asking ourselves the following questions. How will the coronation affect the role of the monarchy in the UK? What are the potential implications of the coronation of King Charles III? Further, the relationships between the UK and the other Commonwealth realms. What are the potential political implications of the coronation of King Charles III for the UK? How will the coronation affect the role of the monarchy in the UK? The coronation of King Charles III is likely to have a significant impact on the role of the monarchy in the UK. For one, it will mark the end of an era, as Queen Elizabeth II was the longest reigning monarch in the British history. Her son, King Charles III, is a very different person from his mother, and he is likely to take a more active role in the political life of the country. Charles has been outspoken about his view on several issues, including the environment, social justice, and the monarchy itself. He has also been critical for the government on a few occasions. It is therefore likely that his coronation will be seen as a sign of a new era for the monarchy, one in which the monarch will be more involved in the political debates and decision making.
What are the potential implications of the coronation of King Charles III for the relationship between the UK and the other Commonwealth realms? The coronation of King Charles III is also likely to have an impact on the relationship between the UK and the other Commonwealth realms. The Commonwealth is a group of 54 countries, most of which were once part of the British Empire. The UK is the head of the Commonwealth, and the monarch is the symbol of the unity for the group. Charles has a close relationship with many of the other Commonwealth leaders, and he is likely to use his position as king to strengthen these ties. He has also spoken about the desire to make the Commonwealth a more modern and relevant organization. What are the potential political implications of the coronation of King Charles III for the UK? The coronation of King Charles III is also likely to have an impact on the political landscape of the UK. For one, it could lead to increased support in the monarchy. Charles is a popular figure in the UK, and his coronation could be seen as a sign of stability and continuity in a time of political and social change. The coronation could also lead to increased debate about the role of the monarchy in the UK. Charles is a more controversial figure than his mother, and his coronation could spark a debate about whether the monarchy is still relevant in a modern democracy.
Education in UK. It is possible that the coronation of King Charles III could have an impact on education in the UK. Some potential changes could include increased focus on British history and culture, change to the academic curriculum, and increased debate about the role of the monarchy. Increased focus on British history. The coronation of King Charles III could lead to an increased focus on British history and culture in schools. This could include teaching about the monarchy, the history of UK, and British values. The coronation of King Charles III would be a significant event in British history, and it would be a chance for schools to teach students about the monarchy and its role in the UK. Schools could also teach students about the history of the UK, including the country's wars, its political system, and its culture. This will help students to understand the UK's place in the world and its values.
Hi, my name is Arturo Gonzalez, and I'm going to explain the change to the curriculum of the coronation of the King Charles III. The coronation of King Charles III could lead to change to the curriculum in schools. This could include adding new units on British history and culture or changing the way that existing units are taught. The government could decide to add new units on British history and culture to the curriculum in order to teach students about the monarchy and its role in the UK. Schools could also change the way that they teach existing units on British history and culture in order to make them more relevant to the coronation of King Charles III. Uh, Increase the debate about the role of the monarchy. The coronation of King Charles III could lead to increased debate about the role of the monarchy in schools. This could lead to discuss about whether the monarchy should be taught in schools and how it should be taught. The coronation of King Charles III could be a time for people to discuss the role of the monarchy in the UK. This could lead to discussion about whether the monarchy should be taught in schools and how it should be taught. Some people may believe that the monarchy should be taught in schools in order to teach students how about British history and school, or others may believe that the monarchy should not be taught in schools because it is a controversial topic.
Effects on Mexico. Impact on the economy. The changing UK leadership could lead to changes in trade and investment policies that will affect Mexico. For example, an increase in tariffs or trade barriers could affect Mexican exports to the United Kingdom and disrupt the market. On the other hand, if more favorable trade policies or investment programs are established, there could be business opportunities for Mexico. Educational and cultural issues. The coronation of a new king can generate interest in the historical and cultural relationship between Mexico and the United Kingdom. This interest could increase the demand and supply of educational and cultural exchange programs. This could result in benefits in the educational formation of students, as well as in enriching cultural diversity.
Hi, I'm Abelardo Zapata, and I've got the chance to talk to you guys about, in this section of Effects in Mexico, about the impact on social and diplomatic relations due to the coronation of King Charles III in Great Britain. Now, the coronation of a new royalty in the United Kingdom may have an impact on diplomatic relations with Mexico. If there are conflicts between the governments, it can affect the social ties between the people of both countries, including tourists and students. On the other hand, if positive diplomatic agreements are encouraged, it could result in the promotion of peace and friendship between both countries and increase flow of tourists. Now, I would like to expand a little bit on like these statements that I just gave to you guys, and let me expand on that. So, in the case of conflicts or tensions between the governments of the United Kingdom and Mexico, the coronation could potentially exacerbate these issues. Disagreements on political matters, trade policies, or international deputies may intensify, leading to strained diplomatic ties. Such strained relations can trickle down to affect the interactions between the people of both countries, the cultural exchange, tourism, and educational collaborations between the citizens may experience setbacks, as the prevailing political climate influences the overall sentiment. Conversely, if the coronation coincides with a period of positive diplomatic breakthroughs and constructive agreements between the United Kingdom and Mexico, it has the potential to strengthen and deepen the bilateral relationship, such as positive developments can foster such positive developments can foster an environment of mutual understanding, trust, and cooperation. This, in turn, can promote peace and friendship between the two nations, facilitating cultural exchange, tourism, and educational opportunities. A favorable diplomatic atmosphere can encourage increased visits by tourists, exchange programs between universities, and collaborations with various fields, all of which contribute to a stronger bond between the citizens of both countries. It is important to recognize that the impact of royal coronation on social and diplomatic relations is contingent upon numerous factors, including the specific policies and actions of the government involved, public opinion, and the prevailing geopolitical landscape. Nonetheless, the potential influence of such significant events on the dynamics between the United Kingdom and Mexico highlights the intricate interplay between politics, diplomacy, and people-to-people connections. Now, thank you guys for listening to me right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed the presentation, and that's all from me. It's been a pleasure.